Today's lesson is 1.3, Order of Operations. This is page 16 in your textbook. Please have out a notebook so you can work through the examples with me. Order of operations, there are many different ways to remember order of operations. And what order of operations are, there are set rules by mathematicians so that problems can be solved in a specific order so that you get consistent results. And if you don't use order of operations, you will end up getting problems wrong. And there's a couple of ways that people remember order of operations. I use the pneumatic PEMDAS. Some people use please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Either one you want to use is fine, but we need to remember that they stand for parentheses, exponents, multiplication or division, addition or subtraction. And I'm going to point out two things. This OR and this OR are very important. And why those are so important is because when you solve a problem, you're going to first check for parentheses. You're going to then check for exponents. And then you check for multiplication or division. These two are grouped together. And remember, you're going to be scanning your problem from left to right. So there may be a situation where you do a division problem before multiplication, or a subtraction before addition. So you can't just take PEMDAS and say, first I'll do this, then 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 I'll do this. Because of these two groups, you have to say parentheses, check for exponents, then check for multiplication or division, whichever one comes first from left to right, and then check for addition or subtraction, whichever one comes first from left to right. Let's take a look at a problem from our textbook. This is 8 times the group 17 minus 2.3. And if we use order of operations, are there any parentheses? Yes. So we have to first take care of the 17 minus 2.3. And when we do this, we end up with 14.7. And so we can rewrite the problem as 8 times 14.7. And we can use a calculator to find out that 8 times 14.7 is 117.6. Now let's look at another problem. And this typical problem really causes some problems for students. Here we've got 14 plus 6 divided by 12.7. And what we do to make this problem a lot easier is we're going to rewrite the problem. The first part we're going to rewrite is 14 plus 6. And the way we're going to rewrite it is realize that the top is a group. So we got 14 plus 6 in parentheses. And then we're going to have divide and then the bottom part is also going to be a group. 12 minus 7. And make sure to put the parentheses in. All right. And so we can rewrite this as the group 14 plus 6 divided by the group 12 minus 7. Now we're going to use order of operations. Are there parentheses? Yes. So we go to the first one, left to right. 14 plus 6 is 20. And then we would rewrite it as 20 divided by the group 12 minus 7. Left to right, starting with PEMDAS. Are there any parentheses? Yes. 12 minus 7. And 12 minus is 5. So we can rewrite this as 12 20 divided by 5, and we know that 20 divided by 5 is 4. Let's take a look at another problem. And in this problem, the way we read this is 5 times the group 36 minus the inside group 13 plus 9. And we're going to use order of operations to start. Parentheses. Obviously, we have parentheses, and brackets are exactly the same as parentheses. They act exactly the same way. So don't get confused when you see brackets. They're the same thing as parentheses. So here we have parentheses or brackets, and we want to solve what's inside first. Well, inside, if we use order of operations, we still have to do this parentheses. So we're going to solve this problem, solve what's inside of here first. So 13 plus 9, well, 13 plus 10 would be 23. 23 minus 1 would be 22. 5 times bracket 36 minus 22, or parentheses, however you want to think of it. Order of operations from left to right, we have to do what is inside these brackets or parentheses. So we've got 36 minus 22, which is going to be 14. So we can rewrite the problem as 5 times 14 and 5 times 14 is 70. Evaluate the expression when x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 5. And here is our expression. It's saying 4 times the group x plus y. Using order of operations, the first thing that we're going to have to do is solve what's inside of these parentheses. So x plus y would be 2 plus 5, or 7. So we can rewrite this as 4 times 7. And 4 times 7 is 28. Okay, let's look at another one. And this one's going to be 3 times the group x plus y to the second power. Using order of operations, or PEMDAS, we're first going to do the parentheses. And we know already that x plus y is 2 plus 5, or 7. So we can rewrite this as, so now that we're here at 3 times 7 squared, order of operations, are there any parentheses from left to right? No. Are there any exponents? Yes. And we have to do this exponent. So 7 squared is 49. So we can rewrite the problem as 3 times 49, and 3 times 49 is 147. So we'll type that in. And there is our solution for the second equation. What I'd like you to do at this time is solve the problem 2 times the group x minus y squared. And I'd like you to evaluate it or solve it when x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 2. When you're finished with this, please raise your hand. Mr. Wallace will check your answer, and then you can go on to the homework. And here is your homework for tonight, page 19, 10 through 27, 32 through 35, and 40 through 42. If you have any questions, please raise your hand.